Good morning and Shavua Tov, everybody. I hope you all had a great Shabbat. In today's Halacha, we will continue with the meat during the 9 days, and more specifically about the exceptions when we can actually have meat during the Tishat Yamim between Rosh Chodesh and Tisha B'Av. So Seudat Missvah is actually one of those exceptions. For example, if you have a bar mitzvah and the bar mitzvah boy happens to turn 13 exactly on the day that he becomes bar mitzvah, will be allowed to have even basar behema, so that means red meat, okay, kal vachomer chicken, and etc. Okay, so that will be the first exception, and this goes for all the guests invited to the party. Also, if you have a brit milah during the 9 days, even if the brit milah was nidchet, which means that the boy technically is more than 8 days old because he was sick or something happened and they had to postpone the brit milah, if they did it ASAP and they didn't postpone the brit milah afterwards because they wanted to wait for the 9 days, which is terrible to do something like that. Okay, so if they postpone the brit milah because of medical reasons, it will be allowed for all the guests invited to eat at the milah, even basar behema, even red meat. Now let me mention that this is only for the people who are invited. For the people who just happen to be there in the Bet HaKnesset when there is a Brit Milah, but Avi Ben did not really give them a special invitation or mention that they should be coming, then they should not be eating at the Brit Milah because they are not technically considered guests and invited at the party. For the Ba'alei Berit themselves, which means for the Avi Ben, so the father, the Sandak, and the Mohel, they are allowed to have meat throughout the whole day, which means even if they have a Seudah later on at home, or a few Seudot later on at home, they will be allowed to have meat during those Seudot because it is considered Yom Tov the whole day for them. Now the most common Seudat mitzvah that we are familiar with is called the Seudat Siyum Masechet, which means if a person is finishing a Masechet of Gemara, then he would be able to have meat at the Seudah during the 9 days. And it's important to mention a few things. Number one, that for in case that some people have this idea of splitting a masechet between them, so you're going to take one daf, you're going to take one daf, so we split between, let's say, 15, 20, 25 people, and we all finish a masechet. We could do it every day. That does not work. It has to be that one person did the whole masechet with other people, even if they did not finish the masechet with him. However, they are mishtatef, they can participate at the siyum. Even if a person is abel, by the way, he will be allowed to participate at the siyum masechet. And kal vachomer if the people who come to the siyum sponsor the event, okay, they financially give, let's say, money for the seudah, then for sure that will be considered that they are part of the siyum and they will be allowed to eat meat at this seudah. It is even allowed to, on purpose, learn the masechet in order to finish it during the 9 days. According to Chacham Ovadia, that's not considered a tricky ruse. It's actually something good because you're pushing yourself to finish a masechet and you are learning it well. So there is no problem doing so. When it comes to Mishnayot, okay, finishing Mishnayot, that's not as finishing a Gemara. So therefore, that will be okay only for the Mesayem himself and not for other people who participate to the Siyum. And also only if he learned the Mishnayot with the Perush of Rabbi Ovadia Mibartenora, so he learned them Hayoun, and not just he read through the Mishnayot, just reading the Mishnayot themselves, even if he understood. There has to be some real learning in depth in order to be considered Seudat Mitzvah. Have an amazing day and Shavua Tov.